Yo, what's up? Alphas, Cannon Alpha, get Zam. It's your boy Alpha Zel coming back at you with another important video. The far right must be stopped. It's playing on the far left must be stopped, and then the media must be stopped. Will be Friday, and then we'll be back in the fun videos. I got conspiracy theory video. The reason I mention that is because we're gonna talk about it. By the way, like and subscribe, please. If you enjoyed the video, if you like the other video, if you ain't shared, watch the other video. Maybe you'll like it and then you can. Alright. But the far right must be stopped. I talked about the far left, and I think the far right was created by the far, well, not created. You still had Nazis and white supremacists on that group. But I think you added another group now. You added a cult-like figure now. You added like a cult group. Whom Donald Trump is against the far left, and he's the enemy of them, and they hate him. And he's the enemy of the media. So we love him, and he represents us. And now it's more like, and then over the years it became a cult. If it doesn't apply to you, this doesn't apply to you. But I want to break it down on what happened. People were getting attacked. They saw the country was changing. People are afraid of change. They needed something to hold on to. Donald Trump was that person. And then the far right decided, yo, this is our opportunity to recruit, just like the far left people did the same thing to them. But Antifa and all those people, but now the far right wants, Antifa is like idea, so they cling to the idea, just like the far right started clinging to the idea of Donald Trump. And you got what you got. You got a bunch of conspiracy theorists who believe that Democrats are child pedophiles that trying to take over the world and trying to ruin them, and the new world order. Justin Trudeau said that. Well, I forgot what he said. The Great Awakening. So every little instinct of any kind of conspiracy theory happens. AOC, for some reason, randomly said she's gonna keep a tab on everyone who supported Trump, and now they're trying to get rid of us, and they're trying to censor us, and in a lot of cases they are trying to censor you. I technically don't always agree with the censorship, but sometimes y'all get out of hand. The conspiracy theories go crazy. They go crazy. You start thinking about Donald Trump is the savior of coming to earth to save you from the murderers and the pedophiles who try to ruin the country. And you are becoming determined to stop it. And then you get convinced by people who are paid by the Republican Party to convince you to vote. They are paid, just like the left is. They are paid to convince you to vote. They pay them. And they tell you they are coming. You see the Tucker Carlson tell you black people are coming to take your house. I've never heard one black person say, I want to take your house. Besides the one that rob people, but they rob black people too, so they ain't cause of race, trust me. So you hear these things and you consume this all the time, and you start rattling through your head. I said I had a conspiracy theory video about Childish Gambino. Be here to watch it. The media is coming out Friday. And then now you are consumed by it. You are driven by it. And I love your passion. Just same thing I said with the father. I love your passion, but your passion, just like theirs, are misplaced. Not saying you don't have to like Trump. Not saying you don't have to like Democrats. You don't have to like the socialist idea. Anything can work if you make it work. Every society has had successes. Many of them have failed. That's just how it is. You have Cuba, and then you have Canada. So you have the good and the bad, and depending on how you do it and how people use it, how much power you have, it could be great. You can like Trump and his policies and all that. I'm not against that. I'm not against you. I'm not even against Donald Trump. I think he's chaos, and chaos reigns. But other than that, do you. But once you start getting consumed, the same way I talked about the far left being consumed with being pure and a great equal country where everybody love everybody, till you hate everybody that don't agree with you, you have become the same. You have went to that same bubble in which you complain that they go into. Your safe spaces now. Fox News don't agree with you. Let's go to Newsmax. Twitter don't agree with me. We go to Parler, where we can all conservatives get together and spread our ideas of voter fraud and things that we just say because that's what we believe in. And I'm not even saying that didn't happen, but I'm just saying you go in these spaces, then you start just listening to yourself. Which I always say, if you're going to listen to every side so you don't be consumed with one group of information. Because people manipulate you. Their job is to manipulate you. They make millions to manipulate you. So you must be stopped. You have people robbing trains because they said it was their destiny to. I want you to understand where I'm coming from when I speak on this video. I'm just telling you, stay away from these antics, because once you get consumed by it consumes you and it takes over your mind and you start believing anything people tell you, which I think is dangerous also. You should always be skeptical of everybody, not even the people that agree with you. Why do you always agree with me? Like I said, I embrace your passion. I love your passion. You love this country. You want this country to be great. I understand it. You're scared that you might lose it and it might not be great anymore. That's why Make America Great Again, it triggers something in you. You love that hat. You love that product. You love all of that because you want America to be great. But to be great, it has to change, but maybe it doesn't have to change the way they want to change. You have to find a better way. Not just be manipulated by people who constantly tell you things. This is all. I'm gonna go break down this video on Friday, and then we're gonna get to some fun stuff probably Saturday, and we're gonna get back to some fun entertaining stuff. But I want to be serious for a few days. So I've been researching this. I've been in the rooms with Phil Bryant, of the governor of Mississippi. I've been in rooms with Mike Espy, and these people, both of them love the country. They love Mississippi. They love the state. They have different ideas, but then all of a sudden you get people that's pushing them, and they have to convince you that the other person is bad because they don't have time to structure an idea. That's why debates don't make sense. You have 2 minutes to explain something deep, so you have to get high points to make your base riled up, even though you might not have a plan, or they don't have a plan. You can't prove it because debates are only 2 minutes. So I ask you, why must you be stopped, you say? You must stop yourself because you get into this world of, you sound like the people you dislike. 4 years ago, you say Democrats are hypocrites because 4 years ago they said the election was rigged and it was cheating. Donald Trump cheated and they made a big boo-hoo and none of it was proven. And right now you are seemingly doing the same thing. You are becoming what you hate. You are becoming that far left. That if people don't agree with me, I don't like them people. The people you claim you despise. The people of censorship. You get mad when people go on other people's shows that you disagree with. You're doing the same thing as the group you hate, the Puritan group I called it. The group of people that they want you to be pure. You are trying to cancel people. You are looking up their information. You are doing the same thing you say they won't. And right now, you are in the comments right now denying it. We are not like that, yet you can't even see yourself. The same problem I have with them as I have with you. That's why, but if you're not in that category and you know you're not doing it, you know I'm not talking about you. So why do you got that feeling that you need to type that we are not doing that? When I said far right, why do you feel the need, if I'm not talking to you, to respond in that way? Because is it that you possibly know that you are being manipulated? You possibly know that you're being a hypocrite, so you had to respond and defend yourself, even though I said a specific group who does it. I want you to think about it. I want you to look at yourself. Sweep in front of your own front part before you sweep in front of mine. I am not perfect. I don't claim to be. And yes, this channel is for fun, so hit that like and subscribe, and we'll have a lot of fun videos. But I want to get serious. I want to put ideas in America's head, and every once in a while, Zel-Talks. We're going to do Zel-Talks, and then for 3 days, we're going to have a Zel-Talks. And I'm going to talk. So I just want you to look at yourself in the mirror the same way I want the super liberal Democrats look at themselves in the mirror and realize that you are the threat to democracy that you claim you hate. Both people, they want a society of loving and caring and freedom and everything. You want a society of freedoms and the right to own guns and have your own thoughts and have your own religion and do things. You have the same ideas. Y'all just coming at it from different directions. Hence why they call you Nazis and you call them communists. Even though it's the same thing, you feel like your ideas are being threatened and you must do something. But if you're religious, just pray. Ask God. And remember, I love y'all. No matter what side you're on. Even if I disagree with you. Even if you technically hate me. You don't control me. So remember to keep stumping. Because remember, today, Alpha, something amazing can happen. And to talk to me. I want to know your thoughts on stuff. And remember, peace. Don't have nothing to say, like and subscribe.
Fly right past up and running it